Seated, please. All right, folks, we have a number of sentencings here this morning. When your name is called, just come up to the lectern up front here, please. First on the docket is Commonwealth versus Clint Lorenzo Brewer, 00CR265. Morning, Mr. Eustace.
Morning. No objection to entry of that.
Right. And Mr. Eustace, have you reviewed the PSI?
Yes, we have, Your Honor. There was one typographic error in family history which has been corrected by before we start.
All right. Anything you want to say on his behalf?
No, sir.
Anything you want to say, Mr. Brewer?
Say, Your Honor.
I do, Your Honor.
All right. That's your chance.
I don't want to accept the plea because I feel that the whole trial was literally railroaded through the trial. You know, I don't feel that we've had a fair trial.
You pleaded guilty.
I was found guilty first. I took the plea because, for the simple fact that I feel, well, during the course of the trial, it all went wrong. You know, I don't feel that I had a choice but to take the plea.
You stood up at the end of the trial when you pled guilty and said what all you did. Are you saying?
I was guilty of what I did, but I wasn't guilty of everything that was charged. I mean, it was a lot of stuff that we was charged with. It wasn't even supposed to be there. A lot of stuff, you know. I mean, I don't see how you can charge three people, all of them with the same thing.
Your Honor, it's the issue of felony murder. It's the same thing that was expressed by some of the jurors during the individual voir dire.
Okay.
Addressing.
What it comes down to, Mr. Brewer, is you don't think it's right that you should be charged with the death of Jesse Johnson?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, I mean, the murder one, you know, I don't feel that the jury even took time to actually sit down and you know, trial us separately. I feel that they all just went in the room, you know, took a little time and just like, they all get the murder. They didn't even look at the other instructions. They couldn't have.
Anything else? All right, Mr. Brewer, the jury did find you guilty of count 2, complicity. Well, let's see. Now, the jury found one thing. Has he been sentenced on the jury's findings, or was there some?
I think it's correct as it stated here.
I'm trying to think was there any amendment to the charges for which the jury found any of these three gentlemen guilty?
No, sir.
Okay. We just agreed upon the sentence.
Yes, sir. Are we? I thought we were doing the drug case. Are we doing both of them right now?
Yeah.
You're all joint
on the same PSI.
Okay. Well,
I take the 5 years on the drug case. I take it.
Sure.
You know, I take that. I mean, you know.
Yeah, you're going to take whatever I give.
I take that. You know what I'm saying? He got
I didn't know if we were addressing both cases right now or just the drug case, because
there's two different indictments here. Let's see, the 00CR265 is the drug case.
Right.
Yes, sir.
282.
Yeah, 28201 is the murder robbery. Nothing else on either one of those indictments that you want to say?
No, sir.
Okay. On the indictment 00CR265. This is kind of spread out in there. Let's see.
Just make it easier.
Damn it, pretty well. Oh, same thing.
Yeah. There it is.
Judge, the 265 is the top one.
Yeah, I've got it here.
Here's the bottom.
On the 200 CR 265, first degree possession of controlled substance, sentence you to 5 years. On the count 2, possession of marijuana, 12 months. Count 3, 12 months. That's possession of drug paraphernalia. And count 4, resisting arrest, 12 months. All those to run concurrent, and they'll be also merged or included within the 00CR 282. On that indictment, complicity to murder, life sentence on complicity to murder charge. On count 3, first degree robbery, 20 years. Count 4, first degree robbery, 20 years. Count 5, first degree burglary, 20-year sentence. And those all run concurrent, is that right?
Yes, sir.
So there's a, yeah, that's right. And does he have any assets with which to pay court costs, attorney fees?
No, sir.
Okay. Sign the form indicating you don't have any assets with paying court costs.
Judge, the truth is my memory may not be quite as clear as it could be, but we did fill out paperwork on these guys after the jury returned a verdict. We filled out plea paperwork on them, and I don't recollect that it was complicity. I recollect that it was murder. And so I just want the record to reflect that it's not a complicity to murder that he pled guilty to, but actually a murder. I mean, it doesn't make any difference in the sentence, but I mean, I think it's got some application, at least insofar as it goes down the line and parole people start looking at it. But I could be wrong. It should be in there.
Chris, I wrote whatever was on the indictment, is what I wrote. All the charges.
Judge, page 6.
Now the plea, the trial order judgment on guilty plea as Brewer guilty of count 1, and it says shown as count 2 on the indictment, complicity to murder.
Okay.
We have to plea agreement. That being here.
Yeah, the paperwork should be in.
Here's,
See, that's what I thought.
yeah, on the Commonwealth's offer on plea of guilty, filed May 15th. It says charges, first charge listed is murder. Possible penalties and recommendations on plea of guilty at the bottom is on murder is life. It looks like the trial order in judgment misstated what the plea agreement was to that extent, at least. Was the original indictment murder?
Yeah. No, it was complicity.
That's where I
Complicity.
forgotten where I wrote down.
Just complicity.
Yeah, the way that it's indicted as murder for Randy Springfield and complicity with Brewer and Poole.
Right.
But what we did in trial was, the jury didn't find him guilty of complicity to murder. They found him guilty of wanton murder, which is the felony murder. So it's really two different things. The jury had the option of finding him guilty of complicity to murder. It was an instruction. But the jury found him guilty of wanton murder, and that's what they pled guilty to, was wanton murder, as opposed to complicity to murder. I mean, it is two different ways of arriving at the same result. I just think that the record ought to reflect specifically what the jury found and what we agreed to, which was murder and not complicity.
Wanton murder,
Yeah, that's right. Wanton
not
murder.
just murder,
Well, wanton murder.
as opposed to intentional murder. There's a difference. Is it much of a difference between
It
that?
matters.
You can write wanton murder if you want to. I mean, that doesn't bother me.
All right, then let's do that.
I mean, the plea agreement says murder as opposed to complicity to murder.
Change it.
The jury was instructed on murder as to him as well as complicity.
Yes, sir.
But it was one.
But the murder was under the, what is it, B or C?
Right.
The wanton instruction. I don't think there is not actually a charge of wanton murder, is there? There's a murder and there's.
Way of getting there.
That's a way of clarifying it on the, for the purposes of parole board, to show that that it was under the one felony.
And I don't have any objection to that.
Capital shooter.
I don't have any objection to that because I think that accurately reflects what happened and what he pled guilty to.
What we need to do then is amend the trial order to read, rather than him being guilty, rather than being found guilty by the jury of complicity to murder, if it says that.
No, it says that he was found guilty by the jury of murder, but if the plea agreement was entered, I've got the plea wrong.
To amend the trial order that he pled to, we'll call it wanton murder.
Yes.
So on this PSI, I'll change that, count 2 from complicity to murder, wanton murder. Understand all that, Mr. Brewer?
Not for real. I don't.
Not whether you like it or want it to happen, but whether you understand what we're talking about.
No, I don't.
And what parts do you not understand?
I don't understand the part where if I was indicted on something, how could I be charged with something more than that? Get found guilty of something more than that.
You weren't. He was indicted on murder.
I was indicted. I got 3 indictments. The last indictment was complicity to murder. I was indicted 3 times.
I mean, in some sense, we're getting bogged down in semantics in terms of, if you look up in the statute book, there's no such crime as complicity to murder. There, it says a complicitor bears the same responsibility as the actor. And so it's really, even though it's styled complicity to murder, it's a wanton murder.
Why is it people getting charged with complicity to murder and getting less time than if it ain't no charge? That's what I don't understand right there. I mean, you got people that's killing their babies and everything, get 7.5 years charged with complicity to murder.
All I can say, Mr. Brewer, is the jury heard all the evidence in this case, and that's what they found. You agreed to it. You stood up and admitted to what you did. And you are guilty of all these offenses. You take that up with your attorneys if you want to appeal this. She pled guilty as well as been found guilty by a jury. Did he get the form to waive the court costs?
Yes, how much credit?
Let's see, he's got total of 541 days, 539 on the 282 charges, and 2 days on the 265. All right, thank you.
Call up versus reference pool.